Rugbroders, Steinhoggers, Tugans, and a few other lesser types.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Regarding the lawyerings, the lawyers of Locke, Stock, and Barl. You ask around, and people don't seem to know that title. Indeed, you're pretty sure that you had the paper right. It said Lock, Stock, and Barrel. No one was able to hear of it, which is a little strange, but it's also possible that it is a lesser known lawyer firm.
This place we're at is too lowbrow to understand the height of these people. Maybe,
Finally,
Perhaps.
hopefully,
Yerich, I'm going to need some sort of check for subtlety here.
A check for subtlety.
Yes.
Okay.
Either an additional fellowship check, or perhaps maybe even some sort of concealment, or perhaps some sort of however you want to do it, right? But asking about this is extremely dangerous. So how do you hide the fact that you're trying to ask about it? And then I need a relevant check for that.
I'd say probably another fellowship check. This one try to butter up those words and double speak them in a way that it's not clearly obvious that he's asking such a dangerous question, you know?
you're not showing open hostility or companionship to it. Making confusing someone, I guess, is the way about it.
If that's how it's got to be. What do you think, Porky? Another fellowship test?
Sure, you can make it blind. Keep in mind, this is a dangerous topic, so the fellowship check will be at a much higher difficulty.
Can I use a luck even though I don't know the result just to make it better, just in case?
Yes.
Then I will.
Okay.
This is why I'm here. If someone starts throwing the half, I want to catch him.
Ah! So for such characters, I can use their luck in order to add or subtract from any d6 dice roll or modify a d100 roll by 10%. I suppose I'll modify it by 10%.
Okay. As you ask around about this purple hand, well, frankly, the majority of people have no idea what the hell you are talking about. However, you did hear someone mention not like a group, but they remember in Bogenhofen, right, one of the various merchants and traders, distinctly remembers that there is a merchant family door with a hand symbol in front of it, but he can't remember the exact house where that hand symbol resides.
I see. So he doesn't remember the exact place where that resides, but does he remember who the symbol's connected to, family-wise, or is it just
he knows it's a noble family, which frankly is honestly, considering the fact that there's thousands of people in Bogenhofen, that is I'd say that's a pretty solid lead. Yeah.
You know, this might explain something. What if these are the people that are supposed to receive the money if Edelgard doesn't show up? Some as a merchant, that sounds like something. As a servant, that sounds like something that nobles would do. Just saying.
It also
but
bring. Oh, sorry, continue.
The tattoo is a bit odd because they don't, noble houses don't really force that kind of stuff on their people. But everything else is kind of pointing towards perhaps Edelgard had some competition at that lawyer's office.
Yes, and
gotta get there.
They were nobles that had the symbol as well, and then we found dead nobles. So, interesting. Perhaps this house just lost some of its members.
Those nobles were Altdorf nobles. I think they weren't. If we had asked around, we probably would have found out that they were not. They were just two different nobles. Because there's a lot of nobles in Altdorf. It's where they all like to go, after all.
Yeah, I would be wary of, and this is just to all the players, just generally. I would be wary of making connections where there are none. Some things are just as they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Though the lead that noble house might be after that money, that seems like a solid connection so far from what we found, at least in my mind.
All right. So as a few hours pass, as you guys are talking at the end, does anyone order any food or have any drink?
After
Yes.
a few hours, could Rudolph just kind of stumble in?
Sure.
Okay. He wants food.
If it's safe, I'll probably get some food, but I will, seeing as the Edelgard's safe and the rest of the party's here, I will want to head back to the Burn Belly and see if Joseph needs any help while we're docked in town. I assume we're only staying for a day before heading back onto the river, so.
Indeed. If you're heading out, Yosef is already, he's making sure that the Barabelli is all right. He offers you a quick bit of thanks for waking him up and getting it sorted for the guard now that he's no longer drunk, right? So he only plans on staying here for a night because he just wants to trade what he can in order to move up the river to Bogenhofen.
Of course, I'll gladly help him. I also feel kind of bad about throwing water